I'm Airizuki Gucci from Azuma's seminar. I think you will agree that the most important thing in our campus life is education. And of course, the quality of the teaching staff is very important. Today, I'd like to interview Dr. Zander Krieg, a very talented and famous psychologist and also a language instructor.
Hello, Dr. Krieg. I appreciate your cooperation for our interview. Would you please introduce yourself briefly?
So, my name is Alexander Krieg, but most of the students around here call me Zander. I was born and raised in Michigan. So Michigan is towards the northern part of the United States, a very cold place. After college, I left that cold place. I went to Hawaii and I studied clinical psychology at the University of Hawaii. After that, I got a Fulbright scholarship and went to the University of Tokyo. And I worked as a researcher at University of Tokyo for 2 years before I went back to America. After that, I came back to Japan and I started working at Kobe Gakuin University. So one interesting thing is I have spent much more time working as a psychologist compared to an English educator. But I actually love both.
Thank you. I have 4 questions for you. I would be glad if you answer them. First, why did you become a lecturer for the Faculty of Global Communication?
So I believe in liberal arts education. You guys know what liberal arts is? Liberal arts is a combination of many different fields. So my education, and a lot of American college students' education, was in liberal arts. I learned all sorts of different things, not just one specific major. I learned language, I learned history, I learned science, I learned psychology, all in undergrad. The nice thing is that even in Japan, there are certain majors like global communication where you learn a little bit of everything. Everyone at Taira Gakubu learns a little bit about history, a bit about culture, about psychology, about law, about all of these very interesting things. So they have liberal arts education. They learn a little bit about everything.
Oh, I got it. Second, what do you think are the characteristics and strengths of Faculty of Global Communication?
I think one of the most important things is diversity. And in our faculty, we have a lot of different types of professors who have all studied different things and have many different specialties. In fact, everybody is very, very different from one another. So we have so many different types of expertise, and that diversity is our strength. We get to share all these different perspectives with our students. And in our faculty, we have lots of people from overseas as well. Now, I'm of course included in that, but we have different people who have studied overseas for a long time, lived over there, as well as people who have spent a lot of time in Japan. We can use many different perspectives to teach our students.
I agree with you.
Okay, next question. What are you doing in your seminar? I have heard that it is psychology in your seminar.
So my seminar is the class that I am very, very passionate about. In my seminar, we study human relationships, but we do not read a textbook, right? I like textbooks, but that's not for seminar class. We learn from our experience in our group relationships. So we do many different activities, and through those activities, we kind of notice that students will either get a little closer together or maybe pull away. Or maybe 2 students will get along very well and maybe 1 student feels a little bit left out. In our seminar, we talk about everything that is going on in our group relationships. It's really interesting is that everybody feels these things, feels the interpersonal distance and interpersonal dynamics, but we never talk about them in real life. This seminar is a chance for us to actually talk about what's going on in between people right here, right now.
Sounds interesting. What you do is different from other teaching staff are doing in this seminar. And would you please give some message to high school students who are interested in Faculty of Global Communication?
I guess the big message is please come. There is a lot to do here at Kobe Gakuin. We have a beautiful campus, we have many activities, our students become close friends with one another. The distance between the teachers and the students is quite close. You can learn from so many different people, many different perspectives. You get a chance to go abroad and learn about so many different things. Our students, have great attitudes, and they also, do really well in the job hunting. So I really think that coming to our university and experiencing our department for yourself would be my advice.
Thank you very much. I'm sure that your message encouraged them.
There are many wonderful teaching staff like here in our faculty.
Please come study with us.